Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 139 until I'm a YouTube millionaire. Speaking on my last video, how should I put it? Sometimes you need to just have a little bit of an anger release valve, if you will. And there's a lot of things in this world that frustrate a great many people that are like me. I want change to happen. And when it comes down to brass tacks, I was just thinking about this before I started this video. I know that a lot of really good people, a lot of earnest people, a lot of people that are in the same boat as me, have the same mentality as me, are doing everything that they possibly can to fix what's going on in the world today, to make the world a better place for everybody, more equitable, more free. I get that. And I just want to make sure that they know that I deeply appreciate what they're doing. I do. But sometimes you just get angry and you gotta let it out. So, I'm just a guy, but I think in a way I'm kind of an avatar of many 35-year-old men, at least in the United States. Probably you could say extending to the Western world in general. Kind of a lost generation that we're trying to, almost like the prodigal son, we're trying to re-find, or prodigal son's trying to get back to dad. But the frustration is, I know that everything that can be done is being done at a lightning pace right now. And it's still taken about 20 plus years to get to this point. Yet, and this was going to happen. You don't reverse an 8,000-year-old pedophile satanic worshiping ring in a couple generations without extreme resistance. I get that, but, if I feel like my life is being burned away and I want to make an impact. There's two things in my personal life, and I've mentioned this a few times, that I have not accomplished, that if I do, then I'm done. I'm done, quote unquote. But it's like they're mentioning in the book The Alchemist, which I'm reading right now. There are people that hold off doing the last thing in their bucket list of things to do in their lives because they'd be like, I'm done. There's no reason to live anymore. So like one of the characters in the story was saying that his last thing on his list of things to do in life was to go to Mecca, because he's got 5 pillars or 5 tenets that he needs to follow in the religion of Islam, which is his religion. Think of that what you will. That's a side point, but he put off going to Mecca because that's like the thing that's keeping him alive, is what he said in the book. And not so few of words, but 2 things in my life that I want to get done, that I want to do. Of course, I don't have the same mentality as this guy trying to get to Mecca, in that I want to do these things not because it's going to be, me saying I'm finished. I can stop doing my stuff now. No, it's so that I can start doing other things too. And that is have a family, because I don't want to spiritually die if I don't have to, and get to space. I've been trying to get to space since I was 10 years old. And understanding that such things were going to happen in my life, perhaps before I came here, a lot of people front-loaded a lot of very good, valuable things in my life in the first part of it, up until the age of 30. It was stuffed with really interesting and cool things. I saw many different countries. I was a pilot. I mean, that's pretty dang cool. Went to some of the best schools that exist. Saw almost every state in the United States. Fantastic things that were front-loaded in my life. But those two things are what I want, and they're so elusive. When I was younger, I wanted kids, you know. I had in my mind that I was going to get married, have 3 children. At the age of 27, I was going to get married, have 3 children, and that was going to be my family. We're now 8 years past that point. And life just sort of seems to be passing me by. Anyway. And then you see, and I understand it's got to start somewhere, and I'm not mad about this, but you see that all-female crew that went up in Blue Origin to space just because they're celebrities, because they're perceived as being special. I've been busting my ass my whole life to get there, and then I was literally kneecapped. Well, as literal can be, if you will. You get what I'm saying. I can hardly walk right now. We live in a funny world, but we all know that it's been run by those satanic pedophiles for millennia. It's just interesting. Again, no shade, because it has to start somewhere. Getting to space and making it a public thing has to start somewhere. So it starts with people that everybody knows. Like Jeff Bezos' wife, or fiance, Katy Perry, and those other women that are on the crew. Honestly, those are the 2 that are memorable to me. I can't remember who else was there. But, okay. Now send me next. Just, how would that be? Publicity stunt. Just send some random dude to space. Because I am living just as some random dude right now. Send some random dude to space. Then anybody can look up there and be like, oh, maybe I can go. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to leave it today. I have a little bit of a surprise later today. This April 17th, 2025. Going to be doing some fun stuff with a friend of mine. I think you guys know what it's going to be. Anyway, I've done it before, but it's going to be a surprise-ish. Love y'all. Peace.